Convert a kid's playhouse into a chicken coop. How did we do it? The first step is to find a used kids playhouse. We use Facebook Marketplace, and then bring it home. The next step is to build a foundation for the playhouse to sit on top of. We use 6 pieces of 4x4 at 16 inches tall each, and a 3/4 inch plywood for the base. Once you've placed the playhouse on top of the foundation, you want to anchor it to the foundation with either L brackets or long screws into those 4x4 posts. Then you want to use 1/4 inch mesh to close off the bottom of the playhouse in order for it to be an area where the chickens can play and also so that predators can't get in. The next step is for you to add covering to the windows of the kids' playhouse. You can use plexiglass, you can use wood, you can use shade cloth, you can use the 1/4 inch mesh, whatever you like, but please consider that it is so important to have good ventilation in the coops. Now for the flooring. I like to add either vinyl flooring or some type of non-stick type flooring to the coops because it makes it so much easier to clean. One more step that's really important is to use a silicone type window door seal around the entire trim of the kids' playhouse in order to water seal it, so when it does rain, the rain won't go into the kids' playhouse from underneath. In our coop, I also added some curtains, and I also put some wallpaper on the roof. And I did that for the purpose of being able to control the temperature a little bit better inside when it gets hot or cold, and also to make the roost much easier to clean. The next step would be to build the nesting boxes. What we did is cut out the side of the kids' playhouse in an area where we would have access to getting the eggs without entering the coop itself or the run. In the build for the nesting boxes, we incorporated a feature called a rollaway feature. So the nesting box itself is somewhat at an angle or slope. So when the chickens lay their eggs, the eggs roll away from them in a compartment where we can only have access to. To create the run, we used a large pallet wood and we used PVCs to create like an arch type feature, and we covered that with the 1/4 inch mesh and zip tied it to the PVC and also to the framing of the run. Once the enclosure is finished, we cut an opening in the kids' playhouse and we added an auto chicken door opener. We also built a ladder for the chickens so that they can get in and out of the coop. To our run area, we just added some old tree stumps and a branch for a roost for the chickens to hang out on, and added bedding, water, and food, and they were good to go. And that's it. There you go. Convert a kid's playhouse into a chicken coop. It was a fun project. And stay tuned for part 2, where we build another chicken coop. Say hi, ladies. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Take care.